ilang pagtatalakay, tunay natin mapag-isipan na ang K-12 ay isang hakbang na naglalayong makabuti ang kalidad ng edukasyon sa ating bansa.
Programa ay nagdulot ng mga pagbabago at lubos na nakakatulong sa pagpapalakas ng kalidad ng edukasyon ng bansa. Ganito ang ilang mga positibo. Una ay pagpapalakas ng academic skill. Sa pamamagitan ng pagdagdag ng 2 taon na pag-aaral,
Dito lang sa curriculum ay ito ay nagkakadagdag gastos lamang sa ating mga pamilya at ang mga
Ito ang mga estudyante para sila ay sabi ng mga English para sila ay magiging prepared sa kanilang college days at maraming tao naging isang professional sa kanilang buhay na kita sa ito rin ay makakatulong sa kanilang career.
because ito yung mga major factors kung bakit ito hindi necessary. Because number one, factors to it is magastos siya. The additional 2 years of it is magastos. We all need to help sa ating mag-aaral. Okay. First is, epekto na dulot ng K-12 sa ating sambahayang Pilipino. Ang K-12 ay isang pinakamahalagang bahagi ng
ang mga senior high school graduates. Meaning, kapag hindi tayo nag-college, mahirap tayo makakakuha ng trabaho. At alam natin, ang college ay mahalaga. Kailangan natin ng madaming pera. Tsaka, mahirap ito sa ating mga magulang.
Educational experience has taken several leaps forward. For my explanation, I would like to discuss the benefits of K-12. This is one simple benefit. It is to build K-12 helps you build a strong foundation. The K-12 system.
As Quadra said, K-12 is an improvement academic skills and preparation. What do you mean by preparation? In all these 10 years from elementary to high school, it is not preparation. If you are saying that it is not a preparation, then you are saying that from elementary to grade to junior department, you are saying that it is useless. Then why did you take elementary and junior high school if it is not useless and if it is not enough?
Preparation nga sa college. Bakit? Kasalanan niyo yun. Kasalanan niyo na hindi kayo tsaka humor na nag-expand sa college. Hindi natin kailangan ang sabihin yung high school. Based on my research, alam na Raymond Basilio is ang K-12 program ay mag-gastos o dagdag lamang sa bulsa. At kulang ang budget ng gobyerno, kaya kulang sa facilities, kulang sa material. Kulang sa mga activities, at nag-isang ang kulang sa materials.
Pero may puro-puro din kami. Let me tell you the differences at bakit kayo ay mali at kami ay tama. Sabi ni Janelle, 10 years ay is enough. The K-12 is pwede natin itong mabigyan ng mga example. Ano ang kukunin natin college? So that kayatan na to, nauno talaga yung kayatan na to, ibang ma-apply na to, pabaran na to, na example, magasto daw. No, bukod sa magasto kasi dito ang K-12 yan to, doon na senior high school, kayatan na to, unin na ability na to, kayatan na to, we can avoid, what is this? Ganti-ganti course or shifting course. May takita mga ganti-ganti shifting course because of K-12. Whereon K-12. Next is mahal, additional knowledge yan. Mahal daw. But we have DepEd, the Department of Education na nagbibigay ng mga pagpublikong paralan para sa lahat ng mga mamamayan ng Pilipinas para makapag-aral. Next is lack of equipment and no money. There's no lack of equipment and no money. You are just being prejudiced. Now, example, this is province, right? This is like in Shaki. Pero bukod dito katanas yan sina senior high is lack of activity and no money. There's a DepEd, there's given us a opportunities for everyone to go to school and finish the college. Ito, high note. Di mga kailangan ng K-12. Bakit hindi kailangan ng K-12? Para sa iwas shifting course. Paano mo? We can't avoid shifting courses walang K-12. Hindi natin malalaman kapag walang K-12 ang ating abilidad kung ano ang ating gusto sa henerasyon na ito. To prepare what course are they doing? Paano tayo makakag-prepare kung walang K-12? We can't avoid the shifting courses walang K-12. Sabi naman ni Casey, preparation not useless for professionalism. This is the grade kindergarten, 1 to 10 is not the preparation for our college. Why hindi ka ito nyo di? Only mga chemistry, BS, biology. So in this group is just being prejudiced. Bukod kasi as you can see, ayusin. Hindi nila the best part, hindi nila katalingkingatan si mga professions dito. Pero hindi ano, Chinepasi as province, expected na yan. O diba? If we have the K-12, we can avoid shifting course kasi kaya natin inability tapos makapag-lock din kita hinang-ipon kita K-12. So this is not true. Mawawala ng gana o obstacle. Lahat ng tao nawawala ng gana pero ang pagpupursige ng isang tao kung gustong makapag-aral ay hindi mawawala ng gana. Sa Kinilman, di kailangan ang K-12. Kailangan natin ang K-12 to prevent shifting course para alam natin ang ating abilidad para makapagtapos. Kulang sa materyales, prejudice. Not all the private school and public schools have a lack of equipment and knowledge. We have the DepEd that gives us supplies, right? We have the private school. Di naman yan isang... Diba? Bandita, diba? Maingat. Makalang kita scholar ng mga private school na scholar kita ito makapagtapos kita ang K-12. Pero tuyo na ka mag-school, mayroon ka kausin. Na ka man pa private school. Andiyan kita public school that is given by the department. Mga nakagraduate ng early. Noon, diniklara noong Enero 30, 2030 under ng Pangulo ng Aquino ang K-12 dahil daw lack of knowledge ang mga Pilipino dahil puro sila trabaho. Ayaw nila ng K-12 kasi daw kulang sa money. We have the DepEd. Tapos para di makakompete kita, ibang same average kita ng ibang other countries na pwede kita nyo makipagsabayan. Pwede kita nyo makipagsabayan ng mga foreign countries na minamalit ng mga Philippines. Kaya nando ka lang yan yung K-12 para kita nyo all extra knowledge pagkatunato pa. College.
Opinions versus facts. The affirmative is stating opinions while we are stating facts. And just to clarify, you may have the law on your side, but we have the truth on ours. The first reason of why the K-12 curriculum is a further burden to us is because of the financial inequalities and the financial burdens we have. We may have DepEd, the Department of Education, the Department of Health, every department in our country, we may have all of their support, money-wise anyways, but we can't always rely on them to give money for everything. Like what they've said before, those specific let's say states or like those specific departments have a budget for each specific each curriculum. Let's say they already have a budget for the K-12. Likewise and money-wise, the question is the K-12 our priority? Aren't there any more priorities? Why is the junior high school not a priority? We may have the K-12 on every single school in this country, but the question is, are they the ones that we should attend to? As we all know, the children should be the first priorities, especially when it comes to education, because their minds still need to be stimulated. And once we don't give priorities to small minds that need to be stimulated, in the future their characteristics will be unknown and they will be confused further on what type of strand they're going to take, what type of career they want to take in their life. Next of all, as what Sham stated earlier, the junior high school department only has basic knowledge.
And that's why we need the senior high schools, because they can supply these type of complicated and advanced knowledge that we need to stimulate our brains furthermore. But the question is, so is that stating that college cannot provide us with that type of advanced knowledge and the type of complicated knowledge that our mind needs? That is why they balanced this out years ago before the K-12 was even implemented. The basic knowledge can be acquired during our elementary, kindergarten, and junior high school days, while the complicated and advanced knowledge are implied on our college stage. And like what they've said before, we need the senior high school provide specific subjects that needs to be taught to every student going through that specific curriculum. The type of subjects are chemistry, social science, politics, and inquiries. But based on our survey that we took earlier, a senior high school student from this school stated specifically that those type of subjects are repeated when it comes to college. Like, for example, chemistry is used in medical courses and everything that involves science. Social science is involved also in medical courses, including chemistry, physics, and many more. Politics can be taught when you go to law, specifically law. Okay, the next one is professionals even not going through senior high school. They said that the senior high school can stimulate us furthermore, giving us more knowledge about what to create of ourselves in the future. But the question is, the professionals these days, many professionals, especially in this school, in this country, in this planet, did not go through the so-called K-12 curriculum, but yet they are successful. The wonderful example for this is our president himself, President Bongbong Marcos. He did not go through the K-12 system, although he went to school internationally, but he did not go through the specific curriculum, but yet he is successful. He's leading our country with such ease and proper thought of everything. So the next one is low education quality, which means lacking of everything. What type of things? Lacking of facilities and interest of the students, lacking of professionalism from our teachers themselves. Modern or this new generation teachers might have gone through the so-called K-12 system, but the question is, are they prepared enough to teach in a specific subject? Many teachers nowadays cannot actually teach in one specific subject because they did not go through that during their college years. So technically we'd be lacking everything. Once our teachers are lacking knowledge, the students would be lacking knowledge as well. And if it's in the school, we are lacking equipment, just like what my colleagues said earlier. Our school lacks equipment, it lacks everything. And what I know, the strand that we imply here in our school is the general academic strand, which can be used for, which you can take for you to be ready for every single course. But the question is, since you're going to be ready for every single course, let's say med, and as we all know that when it comes to medical courses, you need a